Hello, everybody. Welcome back to UNM Esports. Today we've got a Rainbow Six Siege match between our Cherry and Silver teams. I'm Oscar, and this is my co-host Chase.
Thank you for introducing me, Oscar. Thank you very much, everybody. My name is Chase, or Dr. Lobotomus, and it is going to be a very exciting set of matches tonight.
Oh yes, I'm excited to see what we've got going on here, especially with the new reworks in mind. It's
hmm
going to be a very interesting match, especially between two teams under the same school.
Indeed, it is like a battle of brothers and a battle of sisters.
Oh yes, exactly. These guys have gotten to know each other a bit more than your average team would get to know a rival. So I'm excited to see what kind of target bans we may see tonight, as well as what sort of strategies will affect them, knowing the other's play styles.
You got it
All right.
exactly, Oscar.
Coming into map picks, we are going with Border Cafe and Oregon. What do you think of those, Chase?
Personally, I would like to either see Cafe or Oregon. Cafe and Oregon are pretty much built to be prime competitive maps. Border is still a good competitive map, but it's more or less based around casual more than anything, in my opinion. So
I
Cafe and
see.
Oregon are personally my thing, my favorites. They should shoot towards.
Yes, I also know that these maps are more favored by these teams.
Exactly.
I've seen them and played with them a few times. This is about the map lineup I could expect to see.
Oh yes, this is like fighting in our own, fighting in their own den. These maps are so favored by them. It's pretty much nonsensical why they wouldn't choose them. To be honest with you.
Oh yes, I'm excited to see Border for these new verticals that they've been working on. I want to
hmm
see the use of RAM, especially for pretty much every site that isn't second floor.
Exactly. Now Ram being a very controversial figure in Rainbow Six lately, it is going to be very interesting to see how these two teams play her, especially with since how well they know each other as well. So we'll just have to see how well she bounces between the two of them. Because no doubt, either they'll ban her in the phase here, or both teams will utilize her completely. It's completely up to them.
Oh yes. As for the map cafe, actually, I'm very interested to see how they play that out. It's a bit of a love-hate relationship between those teams with cafe. I know its large size and 3 floors makes for a lot of roaming potential as well as vertical play potential regarding who you might pick and what floor you're on. So you've got to be
hmm
very careful about watching your flank and having someone dedicated, like having a gridlock or a nomad, just to be able to stay safe because of that.
Couldn't have said it any better myself.
Oh yes, and for thank you. And for these next maps, I'm hoping to see a bit more team play between it. We'll just have a good match of rivals that are also sort of friends. It'll be fun to see how they decide to change what they're doing based on which operators they know the players are picking.
Exactly. But make no mistake, they might be friends, maybe even colleagues outside of their respective teams, but tonight it is about guts, glory, and to win that mile.
That's right. I'm especially excited. I know that Cherry's got some aggressive roamers and frag players,
hmm
and I'm excited to see how they fare against the silver team and what the silver team will decide to do, knowing with these heavy roam players, especially on maps that are conducive to roaming, I believe, such as Cafe and Border.
Exactly. Any particular plays you're looking for out of them?
I'm looking to see. I'm really curious if they will chance a spawn peak, because I know they
Ooh.
go over spawn peaks a lot and being careful with them. I'm curious if any of them will draw some ire with a cheeky little peak like that.
Spawn peeking itself has been a very controversial subject in throughout Rainbow Six's lifetime, especially in the competitive scene. Um, The casual audience sees it as just a cheap way to get a kill and to decrease player numbers. However, competitive side, albeit they share that opinion, there's also a side of it where they see it as an upper advantage against an already playerless team. Um,
Yes, as it's very high risk, high reward. Being able to get a pick and just reduce the enemy team's utility and control of the map can just immediately snowball into a win. It's a good way to throw off another team's vibe. It's also a great way to leave your team missing a player. All right, coming back into the game, we have started and we're on border.
we're on border. Very interesting first pick.
I can't wait to see these bans.
Exactly. Any interesting bands we're looking to be looking for now?
Right now, I think they've been interested in banning Dokkaebi lately. I'm curious to see what they'll do. Here we come. Okay, we're going with Thatcher. So that's a pretty normal ban. He's got huge radius on his electromagnetic pulse grenades and is very useful there.
There's that Dokkaebi you were talking about. That was well expected.
Yes. Her intel denial for the defenders, as well as the ability to gain access to their cams, is very strong, as well as the annoying anti-roam of her cell phone calls.
Exactly. And with Thatcher being out as well, many electronic devices are going to now be really unaffected, and many defenders won't have to worry about their devices being cooked.
Yes, we'll have to wonder how much they care about EMP grenades here.
Mira
Mira
being
is
a
down.
ban, which is a very interesting one, but kind of understandable as well.
Yes, it's really hard to play against a Mira and just having to deal with that. Whether you're starting defenders or attackers, you know you're going to have to deal with her at some point.
Exactly. Last defender ban, Smoke.
Smoke.
Very interesting
That's
ban.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. Dang. Okay. I do think he is a bit of a mainstay for Cherry. So that's very interesting.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
Sway's wondering what's going on with that ban.
It's actually very interesting. Banning Smoke is actually a really high IQ play if you think about it. Smoke is such an offensive defender, especially in the right hands, that it really in the right hands he could almost solo an entire team by himself.
Yes, the area denial he provides, as well as the semi-smoke grenade-like obscurity of his bombs,
Exactly.
is very powerful. Especially on a map like this with some decent open areas that can be filled up by the grenades and a lot of open head area to be throwing those smoke bombs.
Smoke exactly accelerates in his vertical play, not only with his 12-gauge shotgun, but as well with his smokes as well. So the fact that he is out of the game completely leaves up to interpretation on what will be a good replacement to him, especially for who you said mainly played him?
I believe it was Kaizen.
Kaizen.
So that might have changed in the last time I saw them.
And if Kaizen is especially gifted in his operator selection, especially on defense, he probably already has a plan as a backup operator to close that insignificance of his main being taken away from him.
I'm excited to see how many of them remembered the new Frost changes. It'll be very interesting with Nick the Gamer picking her.
Exactly. Although be it because of her changes, we probably won't see her go too far away from her mats, to be entirely honest with you.
Yes, you gotta almost be babysitting them now. Okay, we got Valkyrie coming up for a cheeky peek from security.
Exactly.
They're gonna need to be getting that control if they want to safely breach the walls.
Valkyrie has a very unfortunate circumstance here where she has the possibility to get sandwiched between 3 different people. Hopefully she can play the right cards to not do that, because losing her very early into the round, especially over here, would be a very detrimental loss.
Yes, we've got 2 minutes left.
Oh, and Goyo
dang,
has already
Space is
gone down.
That's right. We got a major push from Archives as well as going into security.
And Valkyrie
This is a good 2-pronged push by the attackers.
Valkyrie is already dead. I've already called it. Bandit following up soon
man.
after.
All right, we're down to Frosty and Nick as Jaeger and Frost.
Very impressive
man.
here. Attackers are coming in from almost all sides. Both of them still on balcony. One's coming through. Oh, and Frost is taken down.
One in office. Frosty Beast is going to have a hard time. It's probably over for this round.
Very, very quick round, although I wouldn't count my chickens till they hatch. Let's see what happens and see if Jaeger can pull it off. Never mind.
Darn. Yeah, they were a bit hesitant to peek him there, probably focusing on getting the plant, which is good. Make sure you can guarantee that you at least have that down.
Very unfortunate. It's like a rat cornered in the bottom of a basement. Nowhere for him to run, nowhere for him to hide. They knew where he was. It was only a matter of time.
Yeah, in moments like that, it's honestly a decent chance to just start committing to your actions and play very aggressively. They might not be expecting you because they got you cornered, and a cornered animal is always the most dangerous one.
Exactly. So we're going into the second round here.
Retrying that second floor hold. We got a little bit of a different lineup this time.
We've got Mute, Cade, Fenrir, Womai, and Frost yet again. I respect the commitment to keep trying out Frost. Maybe it's just a way to practice with her, especially in this competitive scenario, which I can definitely commend. Gotta learn her, relearn her essentially because of this rework. So it's definitely an interesting pick, and kudos to Nick for staying with her.
I'm interested to see if they change operators on the attacking side. Cherry should be knowing where they are about now or already. But now we're bringing the Thermite instead of the Ace. I'm curious what Kaizen's thinking, because now he's going to have to come up to the wall and touch it to be able to get his breach going on there.
Exactly, and if they follow the same exact push as last time, this might be a much harder breach than the last time it was.
Yes, I'm especially liking the Fenrir pick by Justin side. It's very tough operator to fight, so leaving him up in the ban phase is going to bite both teams as time goes on.
Exactly. Albeit Fenrir is very oppressive with his cloud of smoke, but as we have to remember, he can only activate a number of them at a certain point. So if anything, it's really just a luck of chance if you're managing to catch him off guard when he's in the middle of using his utility. He's most likely going to utilize his gadgets near site in particular, if not a little on the outside.
Right. It might even be worth trying to convince the team that a push is coming from one side and then to go hard onto a different side, just to try to get Fenrir to set up his gadgets elsewhere.
It looked like Thermite is trying to go for a thing, but he's getting K-Trick the entire time. K-Trick, honestly, is a much more punishing tactic than it is Bandit tricking, in my opinion, because Bandit has a whole animation he needs to go through. With Cade, simply throwing down his stick next to the wall will be enough to ignite it.
Ooh, dang. Oh! Cherry takes out just inside in the server room. Dang.
That is a very, very unfortunate loss, especially for defenders this early in the round. With Fenrir gone, that is a massive defensive capability now ousted completely. And with operators such as Jackal and Lion, that's going to be much more difficult for them to defend against.
Oh yes, the clock is counting. Oh, he doesn't see it. There, okay. Almost stepped into that Frost there. Callies.
I think he did. I think he did see it at one point. He just
probably
wanted to make sure.
Dang, okay, one of the Cherry members, Liston, is down.
Ash is down. Thermite is full killed. Ash is full dead as well.
Man. I do believe he just got out of that Frost mat. That's what happened. Okay. They're coming in. Let's see. Oh! Was that a wallbang?
That was indeed a wallbang.
Oh, man.
Finka
Space is having a rough time.
Mute is still down. It is essentially a 1v2 scenario here.
Lixer might... Oh, no. He gets shot down.
Very unfortunate, but also a very good try.
Space.
The domino effect in that round could have easily switched in our defender's favor, especially with how quick trades were happening.
Oh, yes. Both sides were dropping like crazy. It's just a minute left into the round. Attackers knew they had to be pushing in or get pressured by the clock.
Exactly.
All right, let's see where they're going to be picking now. Defenders are choosing to go down to ventilation and workshop.
Honestly, at this point, picking a different site would probably be the best scenario. Both sites they have tried to defend have failed both times, so it's better the better chance just to switch it up for right now, especially if the teams are staying the same way as they are. With the with the use of Azami and Castle with the switch up, it'll definitely make it a much harder site to push, even for our hard breachers and everything.
Yes, the new operators and site may give defenders the edge they need to come over the attackers. It looks like they're bringing the Jackal this time. I'm curious to see how the Roamers will deal with that.
It looks like Sway and Kaizen are going to be switching their attackers. Kid might be going towards
An east side push.
exactly.
Looking bad as spawn.
Zofia, sorry, that was what I was trying to think about. He looks like he did switch to Sophia, and Kaizen has switched to Ace. Very interesting changes, but understandable in this scenario.
Yes, it looks like they're going to be pushing bathroom here, which I don't see too often, actually. Usually I'm looking at a lot of vertical play above server and workshop, and a push through main lobby as well as west main entrance.
I have a feeling the idea is that they're still probably going to play vertical, but the idea is they might have to do it from below instead of on top. Because with this type of setup, defenders can not only defend the top, but they can defend the bottom as well. Near wallbang there, that could have been completely bad if that was just lucky chance right there. Thankfully,
yes.
he was behind the gun cabinet when Ash pre-fired that window.
Yeah, the attackers are clearly doing their due diligence with the drones, and defenders are going to have to be looking out for that and try to shoot drones more consistently.
Info is everything, especially in this competitive scenario. A single drone can carry an entire team if the right player has it in their hands with the right info.
Looks like they're
coming in.
Just inside is going to have some trouble. He's got to fight Liston.
Valkyrie
Frosty down.
Valkyrie's down. Oh, very unfortunate by Castle. Oh, Castle,
darn,
no.
Castle. He couldn't get that quick shot off, especially with the low rate of fire on the UMP. You really have to be locked onto heads there.
Switching to the Super Shorty might have been his only option there.
Perhaps.
The Super Shorty is a very good defensive weapon, that capability. We see a Ram play here, tearing up the floorboards. I was wondering when we would actually see her. Now is the perfect opportunity to see when defenders would have to use against her.
Alright, Callies is taking major damage. Looks like Lion's gonna use some more use.
Oh,
Jackal's tracking people down.
There goes Frost. It is now a 2v5 scenario for Mute and a Zombie, both of which are still full health.
Yes, the attackers are taking major damage, but there's still a gun that's in play.
Jackal has been killed. Mute
Ooh,
goes down right after him. It is now a 1v4 scenario. Azami still full health. She's playing the vertical angle while all defenders are on the bottom except for one.
Kaizen's getting that plant down. Space manages to stop plant.
Very nice.
Okay,
very
good
nice.
shot.
But now they know where she is exactly, and it looks like Lion's going to push her from Armory.
Ooh, that line may get her. Dang.
Nice.
That was a rough situation for Azami there.
With Lion at
Completely
1
surrounded.
HP, very, very low health, and he manages to pick up the round where that left off. It seems like Cherry. It seems like Cherry is in a very good state right now. Very aggressive, very organized as well.
That's for sure.
I don't know about Silver. Silver seems to be struggling a little bit.
Yes, just being able to just park the bus and get that attacking push down. I haven't seen too much besides Frost in terms of trap operators.
Exactly.
We got a new Thorn pick coming in. I'm curious to see what they decide to do. They're letting the attackers get a lot of space, and I think their biggest bet is to try to force more 2v1 fights in favor of the defenders.
Exactly.
Silver is having a lot of trouble just taking those 1v1s. And honestly, the attacker, it's not really a 1v1. The attacker's got someone droning them. They've got someone covering a flank angle. It's really hard. And so let's see what they do.
In the personal opinion, Nick might want us to think about switching to a different operator, especially if this next round does not go as planned. They would already be down four rounds by that point. But switching to a different operator that'll help in that capability would be the way to go in that scenario.
Attackers are definitely getting used to looking out for Frost mats. It's going to be a bit tough. She does have a very nice gun, I think, recoil-wise, and her util with the shotgun and shield is very powerful. But there are other operators that could be fulfilling that role.
It seems Mr. Elixir has switched up to Floris as well. Very interesting pick. Oh, and sprayed through the front entrance. Finka is already half health. That could have ended.
Almost gets a small peek.
That could have ended very, very badly. Very badly, but with the boost of the Finka's back up to at least 70 health, which is a little bit of a boost, at least for the time being.
I bet I bet we're seeing Finka because of the new grenade pick in the patch notes, actually.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt at all. With the addition of her grenades now, she has become as offensive as she was when she launched with Operation Chimera back in 2017. I could be wrong in that year, but I'm just highballing here.
All right, so Kai's got Breach open. He's trying to clear half wall as well as Sandwich and the bomb chassis. Well, Maya's holding an
Thorn
angle, but
just got down.
darn.
Unfortunate scenario, and she's all by her lonesome below sight. But
Oh my.
on the plus side, no attackers seem to be with her as well. She's completely by herself. Fenrir down to 50 health.
Yeah, they may not even know that she's down.
Oh no,
Fenrir
Fenrir
down.
and Thorn both at the same time going down. Very, very unfortunate defensive ends. And Jaeger right
Ooh,
afterwards.
diffuser
Oh
down.
no, and Frost
But
as
it's
well.
a 1v4. Oh man.
Within the span of 10 seconds,
Callies
it becomes
gets
a
the plant.
1v4, and they get the round.
Oh man, that was a crazy fast. That was blisteringly fast.
Very nice organization and offensive capabilities by Cherry there. Very, very nice.
Oh yes, once they got that Thorn down and don't have to worry about roamers quite as much, then at that point you're free to just attack site how you want it.
Exactly, exactly. Silver needs a bit of a switch up here to even get won that round.
And it looks like they're doing it.
It seems like they're doing it. Solus, Tachanka, Thunderbird, Pulse, and Castle. Very, very interesting scenario we're about to see
Completely
here.
different here. All right.
Honestly, with this change in their team setup, I think it'll benefit them completely.
Yes, just the completely new way that the attackers are going to have to approach this situation, especially with the Pulse being able to call out their areas, probably being able to help out anyone roaming security even.
If in the Pulse in this scenario, he's going to have to play from below, though, which will also give our defenders some added help from below. It looks like Solus is going to take up that job as well.
Yes, these drones have been a huge problem for Silver, so I'm glad to see the Solus pick and that they're addressing that issue.
And Solus will also be handy with tracking down not only Jackal's technology when he's using it, but it seems like Twitch as well, because Liston is switching to Twitch, and
That's
Kaizen
right.
is switching to Thermite. So now Solus has multiple gadgets she can detect at a time to call out for her team, plus Pulse calling out the people themselves.
Exactly. It looks like Pulse is going to be holding below security as we were thinking. Solus is also on the roam. I believe they currently have 3 roamers at the moment, actually.
Solus, Pulse,
Solus, Pulse,
and
and
maybe
Thunderbird.
and maybe Thunderbird as well, but she might not go too terribly far
This
away.
could come to bite Silver.
Tachanka
Darn.
dead from the spawn peak. Oh no, very, very unfortunate.
Defenders are going to have to start making their way back to site, because once attackers know that site is almost free, they're going to be pushing that hard. And it's going to be really rough for Castle sitting there by himself with just a shotgun. That's an interesting pick, the shotgun. It does give good site setup, but the UMP is just very good. And you've already got the Super Shorty on Castle as well.
Exactly. Castle suffering a little bit of minor damage due to a trick shot. Castle suffering major damage. He needs.
Looks like he's managing to hold it, though.
He's
got
holding it
that
very
Callie's
well.
down.
If there's anything Castle players know how to do is just try to hold down site as best as they can, even with their utility gone. They just know how to be a rock on site.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jackal.
Lixer's down, taken out by a roamer.
It seems like Lion at some point was
Good
taken
shot.
down as well. Very lost. Oh, Castle's dead as well. With how low of health he was, that was to be expected, though.
All right, we got a 3v2 in favor of Silver.
Twitch down as well. Yes.
Oh, but Kai's getting the plant down.
He's getting the plant down.
Can he
Very,
get denied
very
by
bold.
Pulse, maybe?
And he got the
No,
plant off.
he's in the brick area.
Oh, very, very.
Quickly, just get that shot off. If Solus can pull this off, I don't think there's any attackers nearby to stop the defuse of the
Oh,
diffuser.
Thunderbird goes down. Solus is going to be. Oh, Solus goes down.
Solus couldn't get it. Darn.
And
Good
Pulse
shot by
is-
Kai.
Pulse is all the way off site. He has to trek a mile to get back there.
It is a 1v2, though, and he has the wall hack, so I believe he can. This is a very real chance of him being able to pull it back. But they also know where to predict he's coming from.
No.
Oh, what? She sprints out and still uses the pistol to get that kill. That is so cheeky, by the way.
Finka asserting her dominance. as the words progress. T-posing on poor Pulse.
Oh yes, did she use her ability right at that moment?
She
That would
did,
have given
yes.
her, that would have offset the delay to ADS given by sprinting.
Exactly, yes.
Dang, smart play.
And,
That's for sure.
and it seems like Cherry is going with Lens this round as well. And some changes up on Silver as well with Cade and
Oh yes.
Cade and Jaeger back in the mix.
Let's see how they vary up their strategy this time. I didn't quite see the site. Let's see. It looks like second floor again. And honestly, I think second floor is probably the best site on this map. You don't have to worry about the huge amount of soft floors in between you and above you.
I'm personally a fan of Archives, to be entirely honest with you.
Archives, really?
Yeah, I don't really mind Archives
Yeah,
that much.
it's. I do like Archives. I think it's funny to get on top of the counter there. All right, so we got Cade coming in, a Jaeger. I haven't seen quite as many flashbangs.
Some massive
this
changes
time.
going down on
But they did use
Cherry's
it a few
side.
times.
Capitao,
Yes.
Jackal, Glaz, as well as Ace. Nearly the entire team switching their operators. Glaz being a very interesting choice.
We got a Capcan pick by Nick, and we're going with another Pulse again. Still keeping the Solus from before, which will be very good, especially dealing with this Jackal.
And now, if only the only thing is that Pulse probably should not roam as far as he did last time, because you remember,
Yes.
he ventured so far out, it almost took him a full 5 seconds to run back to site, which is a detriment amount of time, especially for being the 1v2 scenario they were in the last time.
Right, and his ability to just try to deny plant from below is
Ooh.
extremely important.
Near pre-fire headshot to Glass there. Thankfully it didn't go off, but it was so close there, threading the needle.
It looks like they are focusing on Archives this time, which means the Pulse will have a better opportunity to Nitro from below.
Exactly. It's only hoping if his team communicates that to him, though, because it seems like he's still searching in areas where he does not see a thing, though. Jaeger
Yes.
ADS taking out a grenade, one of Glass's grenades, very vital.
Oh, okay. There is one frag that goes down, but it doesn't get anything.
Ace getting
That's a
down.
Capcan down.
Ace getting down to 50 health. Ouch.
Ooh. All right. Good thing for Silver here, they're managing to stay alive a lot longer and just waste time. That's hugely important on defense.
Oh!
But Kai is getting the plant down.
That is the reason for
We
picking
need the
Glass.
pulse.
Sends providing the wall of light so Glass can look through it with his scope.
Oh, yes.
Giga
That's for
brain
sure.
idea. It is down to a
Oh,
1v5
man.
in a matter of 30 seconds. Jaeger
It's
down to
just
1 health
Jaeger with
already. They're
1
converging,
health.
and that is the round.
Unfortunate for Silver there. That was a very strong play by Cherry. It was almost impossible to fight against
And
that.
it's a very strong pick. I didn't even realize of that. Using Glaz and Sense together, very good choice.
Yes, I thought it was a very odd pick to bring frags on Glaz, but the Sens pick completely makes up for it.
Completely makes up for it.
Just that synergy is so strong.
The two using their abilities hand in hand like that, oh, you love to see it.
Oh, yes. All right.
The Leon skin.
I would have loved to see the Pulse being able to get down below Archives, but I think he was killed before he could make much of a difference there.
I think as he was running back to site upon losing 2 operators, he was probably already making his way back to site. But by that point, he was caught in the midst of just the cross gunfire that was going on.
Oh, apologies, folks. We got a bit of a Discord call happening. But anyways, now we have swapped sides. Cherry are the new defenders, and Silver will be attacking.
So very quick technical difficulties as we
Apologies,
sort that
folks.
one out.
They are currently setting up.
We not much missing. However, they're still in prep phase for the round. So once that is all offered and changed, we'll
Should be
going
coming back
to work.
any second now. All right, here we are again. So I'm really excited to see the use of. I'm excited to see how Cherry defends. These guys are very confident, very frag heavy, and they're not afraid to make use of that.
Exactly. And I don't know if you spotted it when the screen came back. It seems like almost the entirety of Silver had changed their attacking operators from their original picks.
Oh, I see, I see.
So we are running with
Glad
Ram,
to see they got that
Bean,
info.
Jackal, Fuse, and Thermite. Very interesting setup.
Yes, and it looks like Cherry did not choose to go second floor as their initial site. They went for server. That's an interesting play. Perhaps they're saving stronger sites for later rounds.
Very interesting pick. And a spawn peek by Doc, nearly biting him in the butt as it almost killed him. Oh, but
no,
Doc
he
dies
is
anyway.
down.
Jackal fragging him. That is a very big loss to Cherry as of Doc's healing capabilities.
Yes, and Sway is one of the big fraggers on them, so they are going to be missing that. It'll be down to, I believe, Liston and Callies for that roam-heavy presence at the moment.
Exactly. Very nice Azami setup, setting up in the bathroom with her cement kunais. Very interesting. She doesn't have a way to escape, though. So in case of frag
Soul's
grenades,
taking some damage. Kai is fighting and losing health.
Ying goes down almost instantly. Very unfortunate setup. Ying's Candelas, not a single one went off, I think. Oh, and there we go. Azami dies.
4v3. Fuse is about to start letting off, but the attackers are nowhere near. Hopefully he can at least get some gadgets down. Fenrir's crawling up metal stairs. Doesn't look like anyone's spotted him yet. Hopefully there's a cam watching for that.
Oh, Solus goes down and dies. Bandit at 10 HP.
Oh, man. Just Bandit and Fenrir. Is Fenrir still trying to do a roam pick? It might be necessary.
That glass might kill them.
Ooh,
oh,
I believe that fuse charge just destroyed Callies' health.
Jackal goes down. Very, very unfortunate. But, oh, Bandit goes right after him.
Dang, that was a strong push by the Silver team. It looks like it's just Fenrir. Hopefully they can get down a plant, but it is a 2v1. Which makes it a lot harder to control area.
A 2v1 scenario, and neither of them are on site. I don't even think one of them even has bomb either.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay.
Bomb is
Fenrir,
on. Bomb is
Fenrir
on
is not
site.
near bomb, so if they can get that, it'll be a very quick plant by Silver.
Exactly.
But Fenrir is on the move.
Oh, Frosty finds the bomb. Might try to plant it, but will only matter see.
Does Fenrir
Tries
hear
to
it? I
plant.
believe he hears it. He's going for that kill. But the vertical play by Space, good shot. Nice cover for that planter. Nice to see this. I wonder if it'll be able to, if Silver will be able to make a good comeback here. Looks like their attacking is pretty good.
Their attack is pretty solid. Little rough around the edges in some cases with character picks, but all in around they seem to work a lot better on offense than they did defense.
Oh, yes, and we're about to see how Cherry decides to adapt to this. They're bringing a Clash. I don't think I've ever seen a Clash pick by Cherry at all. I'm curious to see what they're going to do or if they're going to even be able to use her effectively with a bit of inexperience like that.
Clash is a very difficult character to really utilize correctly. Because in the case of other defenders where you want to keep quiet and you want to roam around the arena or even anchor on site, Clash is a mixed bag. She'll actively seek out attackers to point them out for the fraggers on defense.
Her ability to work in a team with roamers is very important. She can be constantly spotting as well as slowing down enemies, basically ensnaring them in a web so that a roamer can come and clean up.
Exactly. It seems like Justin is going to be switching his attack option here. Might be switching over to Sens when originally Nomad. Very interesting pick. Honestly, I would probably go with Sens rather than Nomad. And it seems
I am
like he's
interested by that.
Sens.
They did not pick a Glaz. It doesn't look like they're going to be recreating Cherry's move there. They got a Monty pick, though. I believe they're going to do a similar tactic of spotting enemies and trying to get your teammates to clean up, too. All right. We've got a push from, looks like they're going to be going security and main wall breach. I don't believe I see anyone east side, except for one.
They might be ready. They might be able to enter through here. Oh, we got a Mozzie drone hitting the door. And it seems like Clash has already found one of our attackers. Ooh,
she's walking around on site, but I don't see too many teammates with her, but it's on site. They're all over.
It seems like most of the... Oh!
Okay, we got security. You got to take out Sway if they're going to be able to get that breach off safely.
Mozzie pinged. Mute trying to make some plays out there. He already wasted his C4, which is very unfortunate. Wasting a C4 that early in the round is very, very unfortunate. Oh,
they're clearly very confident.
Mozzie sandwiched from both entrances. Very unfortunate. Muse.
And the Mute's harassing the Mute. Or Monty is harassing the Mute.
Sorry, I got tongue-tied myself. Woof.
It's a little contagious, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sens is holding sandwich window, but with that clash in the way, it's going to be kind of hard to do much there.
Oh, it looks like they're making a play with Thermite. EMP grenades. Oh,
Oof.
he.
Monty manages to at least keep him alive, but oh, Thermite's not going to survive much longer.
Nope.
Dang.
Monty couldn't block the door in time. Oh,
Ooh.
massive
Monty needs to
shot
keep
by
him
Mute.
alive, and we need attacker needs to come and help out.
Oh,
Darn.
no. Lion goes down. That shot was amazing, Liston.
We do have a repeller. Maybe she can take out the Clash if she pushes up a bit more. Oh, but the Clash has noticed her and is backing off.
Mute goes down as well.
Just inside. Dang.
Very still even scenario here. Both teams only losing 2 people.
Yes, it could still go either way.
Oh,
Gridlock's taking some major damage. Kai's on the roam.
Gridlock has got too much meat on her bones, man. She can't go down with simple shots like that.
I'm curious to see how they deal with Clash. She is very annoying to fight.
Her teammates will have to watch her back here because keeping those 2 and a zombie
Oh,
gets
right.
too
The
greedy.
Azami. Good pick by Justin's side. He's setting up some more Sens traps to block vision.
Very,
Alright,
very
Space is
greedy
on
by
the
Azami
flank.
for pushing that. Very, very greedy, and that seems to have come to bite her. Clash still probably
They
calling
know
out.
that there's only one defender left that can shoot at the moment.
Oh,
but
Monty goes down from an
Ugh.
insane peep.
And it gets that pick. At this point, Clash is wearing down their health like crazy. And even the SMG that are weaker than the assault rifles are going to be good at this point.
At this point,
And there's 0
and
seconds.
They have no
Dang.
time.
Operators, you are out of time.
That was a rough push. Clash really effed up.
You
the
see what I
attackers
mean?
there.
You see what I mean earlier? In the right hands, Clash can be a massive thorn in the side of attackers.
Yes. I didn't see any grenade picks by any of the silver team, and so it makes me curious if they were able to find out there was a clash before they went into that round.
Exactly.
But good game. It's been quite the intense push. But next up, we're going to be coming up on Cafe. I'm curious to see how that'll be. That's a very different kind of play style than Border.
Yeah, very different kind of play style. Cafe is going to be mostly long hallways, large rooms, a lot of more vertical play than it was.
That's right. All right, we're coming back in. As you can see, we have our maps, Cafe and Oregon as the tiebreaker. I hope to see that we get there. I know Oregon is also a interesting map for both teams.
It's honestly up to either one if they want to go. Cafe and Oregon are known maps between the 2 teams, very well-known maps, so it's only a matter of democracy of who would choose the other.
And I'm also interested because I know they have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Cafe because of those aforementioned big hallways, big open areas as well, being connected by these smaller areas like freezer or bathroom or small bakery.
It is trap operator city, especially with a lot of
That's for
gear
sure.
and asset denial as well. In the right hands, defending, especially attacking, is going to be very difficult.
That's right. I'm curious to see if we'll be seeing some more smoke operator plays such as Glaz and the Sens combo.
That is still I think is a very 5-head move. That combo I have never seen, even in casual play and even some of the ranked matches I have been a part of, never seen that combo. But it is a very, very unique combo, and I actually want to see more of it, to be honest with you.
I do really like the interesting new picks by them. As I was saying earlier, some of those combos I'd never seen either team use before. So I'm thinking that they're using this match as a way to be trying out those new combos, such as the aforementioned Sens and Glass picks.
Exactly.
And I think that's a bit more exciting to see different operators outside of your usual meta. It's because you've got operators like that who aren't used very often, the Glass and the Sens. While they're good together, you don't see them much outside of very specific niche plays like that.
Especially Glaz. Glaz, although his sniper rifle is probably one of the best weapons on attack, he himself has not seen a very high pick rate, even in both casual and especially ranked play.
That's right. Now, we're going to be coming back in eventually and seeing this new move. I do want to see the interesting first floor bakery area holds by both sides.
Probably one of the most well-known holds on defense on Cafe, just because of how multi-sided getting into that area is, either going through freezer
Right.
or going through the main lobby and everything. Even going through vertical play, it's really up to attack which way they want to pursue with this, because there is no right or wrong answer.
Exactly. And the bans are going to be what make or break certain strategies for these guys. If they can get a Mira for that first floor hold, or maybe a Fenrir to get upstairs, just completely turn that into a crazy low visibility situation, that'll be really intense for anyone that's attacking. And I'm excited to see something like that being used.
Exactly. Any bands you think they're going to pull off with this one?
I think we may see some. I think they're probably going to go for a Valkyrie or Fenrir, someone with intel, because there's a lot of nooks and crannies on Cafe to be hiding stuff,
Hmm.
and the sheer size of the map can make those hiding those gadgets a lot easier.
Exactly. And it
All
seems
right.
like we are going into Cafe, which is good. All right. It seems we
Apologies,
are
folks.
a little more technical difficulties. We'll be right back with you here in a sec. Anyways, let's continue with our past conversation. Bands in
Yes.
particular you'd like to see.
Bands I like to see. I'm thinking Valkyrie. She's very powerful here. There is a lot of sites, and with the huge areas covered by the default cams, they're also very well known and easy to get a shot on, and that can be really troublesome for anyone who relies on that intel.
Hmm. I'm very interested to see about banning some of the hard breachers, Thermite, Hibana, really anyone who brings a massive offensive capability to a very well-grounded site.
Yes, I know that the use of Ace is very popular for third floor pushes, especially with getting, say, Ticket Wall open, for example,
Mm,
and just getting access to Christmas area. It's important to create that area so that you don't have to be traversing the dangerous cigar area and dealing with a massive cross angle from the doorway of Cigar Lounge to the cocktail areas.
that whole upper floor is very tricky to deal with, especially since you have two different skylights a room apart from each other. You have the windows at the end of the entire room as well, not to mention the giant skylight that's above the bar in the first place. A very difficult site for defenders, especially if you only have one operator who's defending against utilities such as flashes or frag grenades.
Yes, one operator I'm really hoping to see here is an Echo. He could be really helpful for just denying plant as well as getting some intel, especially with the verticality of this map. I'm really curious what's going to be happening regarding traps and intel ops here. You've got your likes of Jackal, who may be able to hunt down roamers, especially on a map like this where you've constantly got to be moving to account for things happening on different floors.
It really all just depends on team and just map knowledge entirely. We've seen scenarios, especially in different clips of from Pro League, as well as even just casual YouTube videos from like Meaty Marley and all them. Knock,
Mm-hmm.
um, Knock, Caveira. They just the roaming operators who are built on silence. Vigil again. Just operators that are built on roaming and catching somebody off guard. Very handy on this map just because of
Exactly.
the power, especially with how big of a map is and how big the floors tend to be as well. It is very easily just to hunker down in a single area and wait for the prey to come to you.
Yes, and there are several areas that have carpet as well as areas that are just straight up hard floors. So it does make roaming a bit of an interesting game, especially with these changes in previous times, such as Nuck losing her extreme silence ability. So I'm curious to see how they'll be dealing with roam clearance. I know Gridlock's a good pick for getting down, for maintaining control of an area once you've managed to clear it. The a Nomad is also great for dealing with areas such as red stairs and white stairs. Those are hugely popular areas to flank from. I also do think it'll be interesting to get an Oryx because Cafe has a lot of verticality thanks to the hatches. There's a lot of hatches in a few different rooms, and depending on how a round plays out, Oryx may get a chance to be dropping or even climbing a hatch if he can do it without being too exposed.
Or without grunting like a diseased woolly mammoth every time he does it.
Exactly.
That's his main. That, in my opinion,
It is very loud.
Oryx grunting and growling as he's trying to climb up. Not to mention the initial grab onto the ledge itself. It very negatively impacts his performance because, like we just said, it is very loud. So
Mhm.
operators who are tuned with sounds and everything like that, experienced players, they'll be able to hear it no problem. So in any case, having the hatches open for Oryx is good, but you're better off not using them unless you absolutely have to.
That is true. And so you'd have to be relying on your teammates to be creating noise during a gunfight or something that's just a little bit farther away from you because you're just simply so vulnerable while you're on a hatch.
And the other thing with Oryx as well, this isn't Destiny. This isn't Destiny we're playing. The shoulder charge, it's not going to evaporate you into nothingness. That shoulder charge will knock you down, sure, but it won't be too detrimental. So it seems
Exactly.
like we're
All
going
right.
Jackal on our first ban, which not entirely surprising considering how offensively oppressive he was last game.
Oh, yes. I know that they're going to be needing some major roam presence here. It makes sense for Silver to be banning them.
And
We've got the ram pick by Cherry.
not at all surprising to me, Oscar. Not at all surprising to me, especially
Exactly.
with her display of oppressiveness last round as well. I kind of expected it.
Oh, yes. There is so much soft flooring on this map that ram would be extremely frustrating to play against.
Mira banned once again.
Mira.
Very interesting. Considering what
Makes
happened
sense.
with the last round as well, you'd expect like either Bandit or Jaeger to be defended, but they still went with Mira.
Yes. Well, the biggest thing is that once you ban an op, it's banned for both sides, so it's really hard to just deny such a key operator like a bandit or
Castle.
Jaeger. Yes, that's right. Castle, he did Cherry use him too much?
He used
I know.
him. He used him a good amount of times, but he died every round with him.
Oh, I believe that was in silver. It is an interesting ban. He won't be able to deny certain windows and doorways.
It's
Dokkaebi is up, and Callie's locked on there. That's a good
yeah.
advantage right there.
Pretty waste of a ban, if I'm not going to be honest. Out of all the characters that are pretty good on a defense, using it on Castle is a bit of a waste. I'm not going to lie.
All
But I
right,
know
coming in.
it was probably just a troll pick or to get at the person who used him the most last round. But even then, like,
Right.
it probably not the smartest of bans to use. But we'll see how it plays out.
Okay, coming in, the Solus pick is going to be getting those drones. Goodbye space. The drones were causing a lot of issues for Silver last time.
Cherry, their main attribute they're so good with is intelligence. Intelligence was their main winning force last round, and how intricate they were. Ooh, almost kills him through the wall.
Glad there's no friendly fire in prep phase
Oh
anymore.
no, he would have certainly died from that. It seems like they are changing their attack operators as well. Finka and Lion were exchanged by Listen and Kaizen, and then Amaru as well by Sway. Very bold
Yes,
choice to go
very
with Amaru.
bold. I'm very surprised. Will he just immediately go into that grapple hook, or is he gonna be coordinating that a bit more? We'll see.
I kind of hope he does, though. It'd be so funny.
It's such a cheeky play. Oh man,
That
drone snipe by
oh,
Sway.
Tom Brady, eat your heart out. That was such a good throw.
Wow. Did Azami notice that? I don't know if she did.
She most likely did.
Okay, she must. Yeah,
yeah.
she's right on that window.
She's most likely watching that window now. But
Amaru
that's
is
what-
ready.
But that's what Amaru's waiting for. She wants to distract her with it, so that way she has the capability to jump through the window.
If Azami is actively holding that Christmas site, I'm sure she'll be hearing those windows breaking.
Oh, for 100%. But it's up
It's a
to
very rough
It's up
choice.
to Sway if he has the technique to go in it.
Oh,
With
he's
the lion
going for it,
charge,
he's
he's going for it.
Oh, Azami is ready.
She was ready for it.
Oh!
But it doesn't.
Dang.
She hurt Amaru pretty badly. Oh, and he takes out
Amaru's
Jaeger
cleaning
too.
house a bit. Oh no.
Oh no, Frost gone as well. It is already down to a 2v5.
Dang. That Amaru rush is just rough.
Very nice play on Sway, and then the
And
Finka
revived by
boost.
Finka.
And
Wow.
The Finka boost right after. Oh, and Finka gets nailed by the trap.
frost mat! I thought they would be able to notice that
Lion
with the
gets-
massive frost picks last time.
Lion is killed almost instantly because of it. There goes one side of the offensive duo, Lion, Lion, and Finka.
Okay. It's just down to Solus.
Oh, Dokkaebi gets
Callies
nailed in
and
it as
Finka
well.
are out of their frost traps.
Finka has only so much charge left.
Ooh.
Finka
She
going
knows.
for the plant.
Get that shot. Come on. Yeah!
Oh!
Great denial by Space. Great shot. They know where she is now, but they're going to be going for another plant very soon.
Very soon. Although the diffuser is in such a spot, she's
Ooh,
planning on top of the
protected
bar.
from
I didn't
any
even
more
know you can do that.
All right, yeah, good shot by Space. That bar is not wide enough for proper protection. It's
Although
a very risky play.
Solus is not making it easy on them. With Amaru such on low health and with Finka gone as well, with Dokkaebi and Amaru being on such low health, Ash is the only one who has the capability to challenge her one-on-one.
Yes, it's down to just gunfights. Can Space predict and pre-fire people at the right areas?
And with Sway being off of sight now as
Oh,
well,
man.
it is just up to Dokkaebi's letting her shots out if she sees Solus. Ash coming up right behind
stuck
her.
in freezer. I think they know. Yeah,
Yes, they
dang,
do.
comes up behind her. The Amaru by Sway. Dang, that was very close.
It was a very close round. Silver did a pretty good job in the beginning with their defense.
Yes, and Solus was able to almost clutch it up. Unfortunately, she could not take down the massive 3 pincer movement by attackers.
Just coming from all sides.
I think they were very close. If they can just get a few more, like even one more person to be alive and harass the defenders with that Solus
Oh, they
play,
would have had that
They
round.
could have won that.
Yeah, they would have had that round, no problem. If they just had the other person alive, it would have been easy. Because Dokkaebi and Amaru were both low health as well, at least under 10 HP. Ash was the only one who had the capability to go one-on-one with Solus in that scenario.
Right, she was the only one with that health.
So if another defender was alive, the round probably could have been so easy.
I'm curious to see if the Frost will be placing traps specifically for Amaru this time. It doesn't look like they're going to be bringing her. However, Sway is doing the Blitz pick. This is very interesting. Another op that I very rarely see by a Cherry team.
I think
They're really getting experimental now.
They're getting very experimental, but in hindsight, in a little competitive bantery, probably just amount of BM as well. Picking characters that normally you wouldn't pick in this scenario, knowing that they're full ahead of their peers in this scene, they're fine with throwing a round or two if it means joking around a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I also think it has to do with the familiarity with such niche picks as Blitz.
Lion countering a attempted spawn pick.
Ooh.
No idea who that was against though.
But going back to that Blitz, it's not usual, so the defenders may be a bit slow on the uptake on being able to properly deal with him. And if in that moment of confusion, the Blitz can make some serious damage happen.
Oh, Smoke. Be very careful here. Ooh,
What
way
is
too many.
Smoke? That is so dangerous. The
he's gonna
Blitz
push him.
punch. Dang,
Oh,
the Blitz
Smoke
has
goes
got
down,
him.
but he's still in the smoke.
Ooh, okay, he took a tiny bit of damage from that smoke, but dang.
Very unfortunate play. As soon as
They
he
know
saw
they've
that
gotta
happen.
deal with a
Oh, and
Blitz.
Cade goes right after him. Unfortunate. And
Wow,
then
we're
Solus right
dropping
after
defenders.
as well. Oh,
Pixel
and then
is
Frost,
down, and
the
Wamai's
round goes-
gone! Wow.
That was in 10 seconds. They managed to clean the entire house out. Just picked them off like flies.
Yeah, just dealing with that sudden bit of confusion by Blitz. It's very, very tough to just be able to communicate that. You don't have a kit that's readily able to defeat him, like a Nitro or a few impact grenades. But I don't think they'll be picking that again for quite some time.
No, I don't think so as well. It seems like we're going with the more serious choice. It looks like Defend is going to be more focused on roaming yet again with Valkyrie,
Yes.
Pulse, and Kavera as well. Like we were saying beforehand in the post-game, Kavera on this map, especially in the right hands, is very strong.
Yes, especially now that they're going to be trying to get above site, now that they're first floor. We're going to definitely need some people to be able to deny attackers such as Buck.
which in this case, Cav is going to have to really, really turn up her ear set because these guys are probably going to be listening for her as well.
Oh,
No
yeah.
doubt, one camera has already spotted, or not camera, one drone has probably spotted her already, so she's already been called out. But it's only a matter of if the attackers are able to find her before she does.
Right. Valkyrie is definitely looking to have a strong presence upstairs, whether by her or a fellow roamer. We've
No
got cameras set up.
No spawn peek attempts this time around. Very smart choice, especially with how close Lion came to dying last round, as well as the others. Buck already going for vertical play as he's climbing the building. Finka going with him, which is very, very smart as well.
Yes, looks like they're going to be clearing third floor just to make sure there's no roamers up there and moving on to second as fast as they can. Smart move.
Kavera only sticking to a level above sight. Probably not the bestest of plays, especially with sitting prone. What you want to do as Kavera is just constantly move, constantly moving, constantly changing directions. Because, like I said, all it takes is a single drone to call you out, and that might be your life.
Right, especially if you're not vigil and able to just hide. Even if the drone knows you're there, your exact position is very important, even if your just general location
Not
is
to
sought
mention,
out.
not to mention with Dokkaebi as well, making it astoundingly difficult. Albeit
That's
that
right.
might be the idea, if you think about it. The idea to not do her phone. Oh, Buck goes down. Might get an
Oh.
interrogation. Unfortunately, not.
Looks
He does not
not.
capitalize on it, but he takes an easy
Impact grenade
impact
down.
grenade kill. Thank you.
All right.
Couldn't
If she
see
couldn't get that intero, at least she got the kill. Sway is down too.
Sway is down too.
All right. Okay, Listen's holding Freezer, trying to get that pickup
Oh!
breach.
Valkyrie takes one as well. There goes Dokkaebi. Valkyrie
Wow.
very low health as well. Her
Down
fight
to a
nearly killed her.
5v2. Okay, now defenders are just going to need to not get too greedy, really force them to take the unfair fights that are going to be happening with the 5v2.
Exactly, and especially with their positions as well. Sooner or later, oh, Cav activating her shutter step.
Looks like Cav is going to be coming up. If Cav can just come in while they're distracted. But I don't know if that's being communicated. She's just sitting there in library.
She's just sitting there in library, probably hoping for an opportunity, but even then, like, right now would be the perfect time to capitalize on it, especially if her teammates have already called them out. Not sure why she hasn't moved yet.
Oh, I do believe she's heading to White Stairs, but the attackers are ready for it, I do believe.
They are ready for it,
okay.
It seems like it.
Yeah, no.
Ace.
Get that ace. Yes.
Oh,
but
no!
the Ash.
She didn't
Dang.
capitalize. They already know Ace is down, though.
It is a 1v4.
Are they gonna push it?
Oh,
Oh,
no,
unfortunate,
Capcan, why aren't you
unfortunate
looking at him?
timing. He looked away at the wrong moment.
Come on, Tachanka, please. Just light him up. Don't let him revive.
There we
All right.
go.
Yes. Raygun takes that win, finishes them off. Good shots. Wow.
That could have ended very, very badly. Either miscommunication or needing to be the hero. It nearly costed them the round there.
Yes, I believe it was a bit of a miscommunication or coordination. The Silver was in a very good position, but they lost a lot of people just to bring down that Ash and Ace. Dang.
Hopefully they can, reorganize, maybe resell a little bit better, as it seems like they're going with the same team setup, except with a Legion on their side now.
Yes, they're making another attempt at the third floor. I imagine the Legion is ready to deal with any extreme rushers if they do some crazy blitz play or a Mara rush again.
Cav utilizing our our psychic link from last time, where utilizing going down much lower than she anticipated, knowing how the enemy team probably plays it now. As you can see here, Sway is picking a very drastic change in operator, going from Finka to Grim.
Grim. I'm surprised, really. I really didn't think this would happen. Grim comes up so rarely.
Exactly. I mean, with his rework that he had not too long ago, I was telling you this beforehand. It's like his rework was a combination between Capitao and Tachanka. There we go.
Yes, that's right. Tachanka.
Because of the fact that the rounds from his bees tend to bounce now off of surfaces. So
you got the bouncy mode and the impact mode.
So it's covering a better ray of advance without stopping immediately. But the only thing besides that is that he has the commando. Oh, going through Skylight. Misses his shots completely, but now they know one is on
that's
Skylight.
A tough peek there. Wow. Doesn't look like they took any damage though, so that's good for defenders.
Very, very good indeed. Though they could have. Oh, Tatanka
Ooh.
goes down.
No,
Lion
Capcan.
or Capcan. Thank you. Ugh.
Oh man, I wish we could have seen that. That was. I wonder what he's doing. They got ticket wall open, it looks like, but not quite fully open.
Mm.
That Cade manages to get
Lion
that
charge coming
electricity
in.
on.
Now's the time to push.
They're very worried. Callie's is in
Grim using
Cigar,
his-
just waiting for a bit of help to push.
Grim using his bees. Oh, Lion goes down.
Valkyrie's got an interesting vert on the hatch there.
It's a very nice
She's a
one
little
too.
exposed, but it could work if no one's expecting and just drops without looking straight down.
I'm very interested to see if it works as well because it seems like it has the possibility to. It looks like we might see. Oh, Ash.
Oh man,
Ash gets
Legion
immensely hurt
Sib
from it.
so hurt.
Legion gets immensely hurt as well. Ooh, very, very sad that she couldn't capitalize on that hole, even though it almost brung
Wow.
a pretty good result there. Ash going down right here would
Looks
have
like
been
Cav's going up
amazing.
white.
Oh, Dokkaebi goes down.
Wow. Okay, good shot by Space. Oh, he's really doing well with the Cade shotgun slugs.
The Cade's shotgun slugs are devastating, especially with how the range and the damage is.
I do
It
really
is
enjoy
amazing.
that gun. Ooh, coming
Ash
up to
goes
Pixel.
down. I was expecting
Dang.
that one.
Ash is down to a sliver, just 1 HP. If she steps in another Legion, it's over.
Grimm's dead as well. Very unfortunate scenario.
Oh, the Pixel. He's
Oh,
not expecting
no!
it.
He
Cade
wasn't
is just
expecting it.
silent, not moving an inch.
He was
and
exactly
they did
waiting
not
for
drone
it.
it out.
And Silver takes the round yet again.
Good job, Silver. We're making a bit of a comeback here.
Very interesting turnaround. The night and day difference between their attacking and their defensive formation really says a lot in their
Right.
strengths.
It is very interesting, just the difference between which side they're on and how that affects their play, how that affects who wins. I'm excited to see this next pick. We're coming up
Oh,
second
Echo.
floor.
Echo,
Echo.
like you said.
I'm glad to see Echo.
Frosty seems to be taking the roles there.
Oh, and a Fenrir. Have we seen Fenrir until now?
Yes,
on
we
this
have
map?
actually with the last match. They only picked him.
Oh, but on
twice,
this
though.
map.
Oh, on this map, no, we have not seen him.
Okay, so that'll be interesting to see. He really does reduce your render distance, basically.
Mm-hmm. And the smokes, especially on this map, with how open the rooms and the hallways are, it's going to make it
Exactly.
a very difficult push, and it's really going to be disorienting for attackers to pursue it.
Okay, we're coming in. Capcan's setting up. Still maintaining a Caveira, I see. She's going to be down in first floor. Let's see what the attackers are up to.
Which is a good choice. It seems like Lixer is going to be switching to Dokkaebi. Probably would be a good move since they've probably seen her through. They probably saw the Cav through drones as well. Sway switching to Twitch, also a very interesting pick. Probably
I
to deal with
see.
Fenrir's gadget as well as Echo's drone as well.
Yes, if he can get a few of those Capcan traps or Fenrir's down,
Oh,
or
Capcan, I
even
forgot about that.
snipe a Echo drone, that'll be a very nice pick for Twitch.
Very nice. So it's really just riding on Twitch here. If she's able to take down the gear and the gadgets before her team moves in, because if not,
sure.
it's going to be a very difficult attack round for them, just because of all the oppressive energy it's going to bring.
It doesn't look like we have too much in the way of anti-flank, but we do have a couple claymore. No, Listen's already placed his claymores. It looks like. Okay.
Cav seeming like she's on the hunt for somebody. We don't know what though.
Coming out coat rackets.
Oh, it seems like
Dang.
Sophia's already. It seems like Sophia's probably spotted Acer out. Yes, she has.
Yep.
She's probably
Cav's
hunting
out
her
of the
down.
way, leaving. Still trying to maintain a bit of presence. That's good. You don't want to give it up too easily if you can at least survive it.
It looks like most defenders, aside from Cav, are just sticking to site. Not many of them are just like going very off of site like we saw last match. A lot of them are just sticking to the general vicinity, even if it's like a little bit upstairs. Not many attackers have died either.
Right.
Oh, Lion
Ooh,
goes down. We're
Caveira-
gonna get an
Lion's
interrogation.
alone, I think, and
he has
diffuser.
diffuser.
Wow.
Very unfortunate, but it seems like
Completely alone there. They have the wall hacks now.
But unfortunately, Fenrir and Capcan are the trade for that. Very unfortunate trade. Probably not the ideal situation for that as well.
Yeah, at least they were able to get an idea of where their push is coming from now. But unfortunately, we didn't get any more kills off of that interrogation, I don't
Exactly.
think.
Oh, Cav probably going to try for an outside shot, although I doubt anybody is on that side of the map anymore. Probably
Buck's
be
opening up laundry.
probably be a good idea to start searching for Buck of all people, especially if they've already called out the sound of his shotgun as well.
Yes, it's a good thing that Cav is still alive.
Oh,
She
it
can
seems
keep that
Sophia.
pressure up and just waste their time.
Oh
Oh,
no!
unfortunate whiff by Cav. But it was good while it lasted.
Sophia had been hunting Cav down the entire round. Buck goes down as well.
Yes. Dokubi's got the hacked cameras now. So
2v3 scenario.
looks like we're
Sophia
going to be in
at
an
half
issue.
health. Both Solaris and Habana, both Solaris and Echo still full health. Oh, poor
Oof,
Echo.
Echo's getting hit.
No, and
Oof,
Echo
the
goes
wall
down
bang.
as well. The wall bang sealed the deal. Good
Looks like
night,
he was
sweet
droned
French.
out. Unfortunate that Solus wasn't able to see that.
Omairo Shinderu. Twitch planting.
She's down bar stairs. He knows.
Very unfortunate.
All right, and Liston cleans up space. Good shot by Cherry Team. Good win. Let's see next round.
Very just unfortunate. We were getting some good trades in there, albeit the first one was very unfortunate. Trading Lion for Fenrir and Capcan was probably not great. By that point, Caveira should have been especially looking for Buck, knowing Zofia was also chasing her as well.
Right, and just applying a bit more pressure to them.
Exactly.
And you don't even have to be actively shooting at them, but letting them know that you're right around the corner and could get them at any time moment.
Of course.
Just inspire a bit of indecisiveness in them.
It seems like the setup is primarily remaining the same on attack, although on defense they're changing to a Kaid from the previous pick. Pretty good asset denial, even though none of them are playing hard breachers, although their technology could say otherwise with the hard breach, with the thermite circle. You know, I
Yeah,
forgot
the
name
hard
of it.
breach gadgets.
Thank you. I didn't know I forgot the name of it. Although we're seeing some changes here. Coils is taking Buck instead of Kaizen, and then Kaizen is switching to Ace.
That's right.
Sway is switching off Twitch and going to Finka. And then Liston going back to Zofia.
I do like the defenses lineup. I think Justin Sides Tachanka, he could really come in clutch to make the first win a little bit cleaner. Hopefully he can get some more use out of ricocheting those Tachanka grenades around.
Exactly. It seems like front entryway was not reinforced, so that entire hallway leading into the kitchen is soft. Very tricky scenario because it's very easily for defenders just to sit outside and just snipe anyone that really comes into view. But it looks like only one or two of them are taking that route. Everybody else is going through back entryway.
All right, coming up, trying to get into some white stairs control. We got Lixer and Kai. I don't see any defense roamers around there quite yet.
No. Aside from Cav, who no idea where she has gone, although it looks
Ooh,
looks
looks
like
like
she's
second
close.
floor.
She's very close. Oh, Tachanka goes down though.
Darn.
But it looks like Cav might get the opportunity to do a massive trade here with two defenders near her.
Yes. It doesn't look like they've managed to drone too much of upstairs yet. We've currently got two attackers working on that.
Sophia cleans up Valkyrie. Very unfortunate. Now is the point of tank. Cade goes down as well.
Oh,
it is
man.
either make
2v5.
It is either make or break scenario. Plays need to happen. A
And
1v5
it's Cav.
scenario. Ace goes
Oh,
down.
man. It's going to be very hard for her to pull this off.
Oh, unfortunately.
She's going to have to pre-fire or just predict where people will be, but she's
Very
sprinting
unfortunate.
and gets taken
They
out.
just know exactly. They just know exactly. With her running around, unfortunately, and the fact that White Stairs was called, Finka already being in that area, it was just a matter of time.
Yeah. It was a bit unfortunate. They couldn't stay alive quite long enough to play off of each other, and instead got picked off one by one.
Now we're switching back. Silver going on the attack makes me kind of nervous knowing how their attack record is. But I'm interested to see how well they're able to put it up, especially on this map. Defense-wise, we're seeing pretty strong defensive line. Mute, Clash, Fenrir,
That's right.
Jaeger,
the Clash pick again.
and Smoke as well. Very strong lineup, especially with both Mute and Smoke both using 12-gauge shotguns. Probably one of the best shotguns in the game.
Yeah, I do love the British shotgun in this game. It's very satisfying to use.
It's so gorgeous. I want to buy one of those shotguns one day. It's so cool. Good old Winchester. Actually,
Alright,
it's not
and-
Winchester. It's Remington.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a Remington Remington 870. Although it's not
That's interesting.
called that in game, but you know what I mean.
You're right. You got to get the copyrights for that, I guess. Oh well. Okay,
So
we got a Jaeger coming up. Let's see. They got a few frags, flashes, and smokes on the attacking team.
hmm.
So that Jaeger is definitely going to get some use out of his ADSs.
Gridlock spawning by herself, but it looks like she doesn't have to worry about spawn peaks. Most of the defenders mainly sticking around, if not a little bit out of sight. No adventuring for this one. Their questing days are done. It is lockdown time.
I'm curious to see how the gridlock will be able to restrict Clash's movements and how they're just going to deal with Clash in the first place. Like Flores could really force her to move out of an area for a moment.
Hmm.
The gridlock again could be reducing her health as she moves around.
Exactly.
It's going to be very difficult. We saw from last time that Clash is very strong.
Oh, I didn't even see this beforehand. It looks like Frosty changed off to Flores. A very interesting pick as well.
Okay, trying to get the ticket wall. We've got just inside with the EMPs. Unfortunately, that does not get the mute jammer. Or is it a mute? Yes, it is a mute jammer by Sway.
Very, very nice.
Wow,
mid-jammer
interesting
position.
placement in Cigar Lounge.
That's it. Hey, it capitalized for it though. They got a pretty good defensive line on that one. Oh,
Mhm.
Fen. Ooh, Fen looking to make a play here. Looking to make a
Fenrir
play
really
here.
wants that glass.
Oh,
Oh man, 1 health.
One health. Glaz, you are lucky.
Fortunate.
He's a very lucky individual. He moved away at the right time, or else that would have been very, very bad. Not much of a loss, to be honest with you, but still, it would have been very sad to see him go.
I mean, he's got his smokes. He could do something.
Anyways,
Well, we'll see. Now, Justin Side is still holding that same area. Nick's trying to peek Christmas again, even after that Fenrir punishment.
it seems like Fenrir's.
Wow.
Even if he didn't kill him, it looks like he's just done. Oh, we saw seemed like some sort of explosive no-go near Smoke's feet. The Odo didn't do any damage, which is very interesting. Dokkaebi, first to die. Very unfortunate. No idea where she died from, though.
Drone down.
Very
Get hit by
bold.
Fenrir. Is
Very
it trade?
bold drop.
Okay.
But it was a trade. It was a very bold
Unfortunate.
drop by Gridlock. Was it worth it? Maybe, but we're just going to have to see. With Fenrir dead, though, that's going to leave a lot of oppressive defensive capabilities out on the table now.
Yes, they still got to clean up those Fenrir gadgets.
Oh, very unfortunate.
Ooh.
Smoke clearing up.
Yeah,
Glass.
Kai is
Then
very good with
Flores
that
going in as well.
SMG-11.
1v4 scenario, they know exactly
All right,
where
come on,
he is.
Ace, get
No,
him. There's still
mute.
Pixel. He's still.
Oh, and
Ooh,
another
but
shotgun.
came up behind with that Mossberg. Dang. Yeah, Kai is a bit of a crack shot with that SMG-11, getting all the way down that White Stairs hallway.
You remember the shot he took on last match as well. The pixel-perfect headshot that knocked Lion on the stairs. Or not the
yes.
stairs. Not the stairs. The balcony. I forgot.
Yeah, he's very good with it.
While also trying for Lion to avoid the shots using Montaigne as well. But he just got that perfect shot through the two of them that he managed to get down with that. He's a very good shot with that SMG. That takes a while to learn, too. That takes a while to master.
Yeah, it's got a few different patterns depending. I think it might be just randomized, but it does have a few different recoil patterns.
It has a set pattern, but it's like CS:GO's AK-47. It's just the more you use it, the more you learn. Okay,
Okay.
it's like this. It's not like how Siege's ancient update way back when, where the SMG patterns were completely changed altogether. You remember that update?
Oh, I think that's making more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was not a swell update. We still remember that at Ubisoft. Don't forget that.
All right. Callie's bringing the Maestro. I'm glad to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Maestro. He's a cool guy.
Nick looks like he's switching from Flores to Dokkaebi. Very understandable pick, especially with how useful Dokkaebi's been pretty much this entire series so far. It was
That's right.
pretty.
And I don't know if any of them have a Gon 6. They're going to have to find a way to deal with those Maestros.
Mm-hmm. In all honesty,
I
it's
think
just
Lion could bring one.
Lion. He could, but it'd be a wasted slot, to be honest with you. The Gon 6, in my opinion, it's useful if you don't have an operator that's able to break anything. Although, be it with Maestro's turrets, taking out Maestro's, well, even then, other operators can still use the drone because of the changes he's gotten. So, but just a primary of just breaking the glass is really just going to be the best scenario.
True. It would have been interesting if they brought a Brava here and tried to get one of those
Oh,
Maestro's turrets
Brava,
hacked.
yeah,
That would
Brava.
have been fun.
That would have been a
But
very.
it looks
very
like they're
cool.
going to be focusing on clearing upstairs. They're dropping down the hatch. Got maybe one person joining them out, it looks like. Fenrir Liston is coming up red stairs. He looks like he's about to start patrolling.
Mm-hmm.
No, never mind. He's going bar, it looks like. At least Kochek.
There are
Fuse is...
There are a few people downstairs. Lots of the attackers
Oh,
upstairs, though.
They're fusing second floor. I guess they
Oh.
really want to roam clear, but
Uh,
site is first floor.
Not even that. This is actually a very interesting idea. Fuse using his rounds to blow the floor above them. That way, vertical play is a lot easier because of the debris not being in the way, and the fact of the position.
Oh, yes. Fuse's nades did open up massive holes.
They did open up
That
massive
could do
holes,
something.
and now
actually.
he can utilize it again to capitalize them running away. That way, shooting him through the floor, albeit hasn't been successful so far. Maybe we'll see it again here.
Kai is
Maybe.
running away, takes
Oh.
almost all of his health from that fuse charge.
You got so lucky, so unbelievably lucky. Made out of that just barely.
Yes, 3 of the defenders have been taking some damage right now. It looks like they're going to be probably losing some gunfights if they don't get headshots.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like coming up... Is that a lion holding
That is
the
Lion.
bar area?
Exactly.
Interesting.
It looks like he knows about Fenrir's location. It's just a matter of time of waiting it out.
I hope he's got a drone or someone. Just peeking by yourself on such low health is a bit of a rough situation.
It's also pretty ballsy as well. Very high risk, high reward situation. But if he pulls it off, it could mean huge potential.
Yeah, so he does have one lion charge left. If he can get some kind of indication of where a defender might be and use his lion charge
There it
to
goes.
trap
Uses
them.
it. Smoke is the first one to
Ooh,
die,
fused
and then Lion
down,
trading
gets
right
him.
afterwards. Buck doing a very ballsy jump
Kai
in there.
got him with the gas, though. Jaeger's
Smoke getting
taken
down.
out. Fuse down. 2v2. It's 1 second. Needs to be planting right now. Oh, darn. They could
didn't
not
have
be at the
time.
plant.
They did not have the time.
Dang. It looks like that time limit just really snuck up on Silver there. I think they might have actually been able to take that. We'll have to see what happens next round. They might pick a similar lineup. Let's see. Okay, Smoke, Clash. Oh, the Clash pick again. Hopefully Silver has gotten an idea of how they're going to be dealing with a Clash once they can drone her out and know that she's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to be dealing with her if you don't got someone like, say, Zofia just attacking her, or someone with frag grenades to cook a nade and get her from behind with a frag. It's really hard to deal with Clash if you're not with your teammates and just focusing on that.
Exactly. A roaming clash, albeit roaming clash is just destined to die just because it has many capabilities of just getting sandwiched from both sides.
Right, and that's why she's so strong if she has her teammates with her, because now you can't just focus on the single Clash. And they've been playing her pretty smartly thus far.
Yes, keeping her very in tune where the rest of the team is at all times, never going off by herself. Very smart plays, and that's exactly how Ubisoft designed her to be played as.
Right, looks like they're setting up the Christmas area and above. They got some reinforcements down to help them hold that third floor control. Good use of those
It
reinforcements.
looks like Justin has switched to Twitch as well. Very, that I understand that switch, especially with the case of Mozzie, Wamai, and now Fenrir as well. I'm not sure if Clash can still be effective, probably not. But with 3 operators using electronic gadgets of some
Right.
sort, bringing Twitch will be a good counter against all 3 of them, especially against Fenrir.
And the gridlock as well. Hopefully she can get some plays to just deal with that Clash. But she did just use 2 gridlock traps. Red stairs. I really just want to stick to one there, really.
Yeah, using 2 of them already at the start of, especially on a set of stairs. Although it did give her an avenue of moving down, because Mozzie was at the very bottom of those stairs.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
know if she knew that or
Liston
not.
is coming for them.
Oh, one pinged.
Hopefully
already.
they can drone him out.
Looks like action is coming as they prepare their
Liston's
push.
going for a play.
Oh, Twitch gone
Sway's
already.
gone. Ooh.
Oh, and Dokkaebi
Liston
right
gets some
after.
nitro. Dang.
Very, very unfortunate. 2. Oh, and Sledge.
I think
then
we
Gridlock.
needed a bit more droning there. Oh, man.
Nomad down to a 1v5.
All by yourself. gets hit by the Nomad.
Oh, Nomad cleans up with one of her traps. She's going to
Oh,
probably
but
get
she doesn't have
ambushed
the
here.
health for another fight.
Oh, smoke.
Never mind, she gets that.
But now they know exactly where they are. All operators
she
are going to
can
converge
hit
on her
the-
position.
If she can air jab Clash, that could really help her out. But just Clash has just got too many teammates around her to be focused on that.
Exactly. It looks like Mozzie is keeping to her side, which is a very smart play.
They're really hunting down that Nomad coming off site. They're not going to just let her escape this time.
It looks like Mozzie might try to do a back play, try to sandwich her.
Yeah,
She's in a
Wamai's trying to go for a pistol kill, showing off a bit. He's trying really hard,
Oh,
but
Wamai,
he
no.
pays for it.
Mozzie hasn't pushed at all.
But Nomad has no more air jabs left, so
now
she's
she
going to have
knows-
to deal with Clash
Now she
just
knows where
by
Mozzie
punching.
is. Now she knows where Mozzie is, though. Class trying to do it with her SMG.
Oh, man, this is really interesting. If she can at least pick off Liston, it'll be down to can she catch Clash off guard and get close enough.
Oh,
all right.
and miss,
1v1 versus Clash.
1v1 versus Clash.
She has barely any health. She cannot encounter Clash. There's almost no way she can pull this off.
Oh.
If she can't get Clash from behind. Just the electricity damage by Clash is very, very bad for her right now. Dang,
No.
unfortunate.
Unfortunate. She had such potential to do that 1v5 ace, but unfortunately Clash's electricity just did not seal the deal.
Yeah, if she just had one more Nomad charge, she could have taken her out. Dang. That was a crazy last round to finish it off on. Nomad almost gets that clutch.
Very unfortunate scenario today. We could have seen a massive redemption arc with Nomad as well. Very unfortunate for Silver, but they did try their best.
Yes, it was a hard-fought game, that's for sure.
They started out pretty rough in the beginning, I will admit that. It was a very, very rough first game, but as we got further into Cafe, especially in the beginning round as well, they really started to show their colors. They really started to get grounded a little bit, even getting almost tied with Cherry at one point.
Yeah, they were really able to more strongly adapt on that Cafe map. Unfortunately, they could not pull it to make it to the third map, but sometimes that's just how it happens.
It's very unfortunate, but I do see their potential. I do see them being able to be a good coordinated team. Cherry is like Goliath, and they are like David right now.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Siege by UNM Esports. Have a nice night, guys.
Dr. Lobotomus out.